I'm officially monetized on YouTube, and this took quite a few months and specific requirements asked for from YouTube in order to be eligible to monetize. But I broke down the whole process for you guys. I want to share with you in case you want to monetize as well. So I have 4 different steps to cover with you guys. Number 1 being eligibility, what's required from you in order to be approved from YouTube to monetize. Number 2 is how I started, so how I was able to get to this point of monetization. Number 3 is reaching eligibility requirements, so all the little steps in between in order to be approved. And lastly, I'll share some behind the scenes that will be number 4, and these behind the scenes really sped up the process so that at this point, once I've reached those eligibility requirements, it was a seamless process to be approved with Amazon. When you're first starting your YouTube channel, look at the minimum requirements asked for from YouTube. There is a section in your YouTube studio that specifically says monetization on there, and it'll let you know what's required of you, the first couple of steps, as well as minimum eligibility requirements. The 2 main things to focus on during your YouTube journey is that YouTube requires you to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. 4,000 hours, not minutes, so don't get that confused. It certainly takes a while to get to 4,000 hours, and it all has to be within the last 12 months. So if you started a YouTube channel years ago and you're just picking it up again, YouTube is only going to focus on the last 12 months. So making sure that you reach those 1,000 subscribers or more, plus those 4,000 hours within a 12-month period. You'll also need a Google AdSense account. Now, if you do advertise with Google or other platforms, it could be that you already have this, so YouTube will make that process very easy for you. You'll just check off that you have it, it'll recognize it. However, if you do not, it is not a daunting process. I've seen other YouTubers talk about this in the past. It could be that they've updated the way that they approve you for an account, but it's very simple. The first one is that they're gonna, of course, make sure that you reach that 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours. The second is setting you up with a Google AdSense account. That process alone I thought was gonna be a lot longer than it actually was. So I just went in, entered my personal information that it asked for, and then YouTube does the rest. YouTube will let you know how long it'll actually take to process that information and set you up with an account. Mine said about 2 to 3 hours, which it actually did take that long. And then once you have been approved with a Google AdSense account, then you are all set. And once you've been approved for the Google AdSense, the third step is review. And that does take about a day for them to actually review everything, make sure that you didn't violate any of the YouTube guidelines in your videos and in your channel. They're gonna look at everything, but don't fret if you are just creating content that does follow their guidelines, and I do recommend that you read that before even considering starting to film films for your YouTube channel, then you should be all set. And it's those 3 easy steps. They make it very seamless for you, and you can just check in the next day and you'll start seeing new tabs on your YouTube studio. So the new things have been in my analytics where you can watch your revenue grow, and it'll break down how much you're making with each video. So it's really interesting information, and it really motivates you to want to create better videos, better content for you guys, and something that you guys will come back and watch. So I do want to take a quick moment to thank you guys for watching my video and following along with my Amazon journey. I hope that it's been really helpful so far, and I will continue to do it. So let's move on to the second step in monetization. You're probably wondering, how long did it take to get to this monetization point? And really, it all depends on you guys and how much you want to invest, how much time you want to invest in your YouTube videos. So it depends on the content. If you're posting weekly, maybe 2 videos a week, trying to get the word out there with social media, to your friends, your family, really trying to get people to come to your channel and use that information that you're putting out there for them. For me, I started my YouTube channel back in November of 2019, and I started with my very first video, kind of an intro and what my purpose is with this YouTube channel. I released my first video, I quit my 9-to-5 for Amazon FBA. It served as an intro video as well as what my intention and purposes were for creating this YouTube channel in general. And it is, of course, today still my intention to share with you guys my entrepreneurial journey and what I'm doing with my product Vino cards. So I'm going to continue sharing videos like that. And it is a niche audience that I'm going after, but it's more of just wanting to relate with you guys who are looking to sell a product, start a business, and launch on Amazon. So I recommend finding a niche like that as well, or just do something that you're very passionate about. And it actually could be anything that you want, as long as you're putting in the time and work into that channel, and over time it'll grow. So for me, it took about 7 months from November 2019 till May of 2020. So it took about 6 to 7 months. I did have the help, of course, of my boyfriend Travis, and sharing my platform with his audience as well. So a lot of you may be coming from his channel as well, and just people who are searching for Amazon. It can very much vary on each person who's releasing the video. It could take 6, 7 months, it could take a year, but the goal is to, of course, get your YouTube channel's momentum going in the first 12 months, since YouTube, like I mentioned earlier, is focusing on your watch time hours and your subscriber builds within a 12-month period. So when I did quit my job to pursue my business Vino cards full time, I wanted to have YouTube as a form of documentation of my journey and see my growth over the years. And slowly I started to realize that with the traction that I'm getting on a YouTube channel, you can also use this as a source of income. So having my main source of income coming from my business Vino cards, this will be a nice addition and hopefully help go towards building my business as well. From when I started the channel in November, I reached my first 1,000 subscribers in April, on April 15th. So it took about 5 months for me to reach 1,000 subscribers and checking off the first requirement from YouTube. What took the longest, and will probably be the same, it seems to be the trend with other YouTubers as well, is reaching those 4,000 watch hours. So you need to have a lot of traffic, a lot of people watching through your whole video. So the longer videos that you have, the more watch time minutes you're gonna get. So I tried to make longer videos in the last few months just to try to get people to stick around and watch. And the more longer videos that you have, the quicker that you'll reach those 4,000 watch hours. What I noticed was once I reached 1,000 subscribers, my watch time hours climbed. And that kind of makes sense, right? So the more subscribers that you have, the more people that you have watching your videos, so they start going hand in hand. And I did finally reach my 4,000 watch hours in May, so May 25th, a little over a month after I reached my 1,000 subscribers. So the main thing to remember is that subscribers will likely come first, then watch time hours. So just be patient with yourself, take that time to really improve your YouTube videos. So I recommend just making long videos if you can, if it relates to what you're talking about, or even if you're making shorter videos, just know that it might take longer for you to reach those watch time hours. I did start another YouTube channel specifically focused on my business Vino cards. I'll link it here for you guys, but I'm doing wine tasting videos each week using my Vino cards product. And my videos, I wanted to keep it short and easy and a simple way to learn about wine tasting. So those videos are no longer than 4 to 5 minutes. So I know that with that channel, it's gonna take much longer than it did with my Amazon channel. So I want you guys to keep in mind that it's gonna depend on what you wanna put out there. When I finally saw a revenue amount pop up in my YouTube analytics, it was about 3 days of the process of getting approved with YouTube. So I also thought that it was gonna be delayed. It was Memorial Day weekend. I actually got approved on Memorial Day. So I applied that Friday before the weekend, and it took those 3 days in order for me to get approved. So as soon as you are approved, you'll start seeing those numbers pop up and you can track it each day. And it's really exciting to see. On the first day, I noticed it was $5.23 of revenue that I made. It then jumped to about $11 the second day and then $24 the third day. So it's really exciting to see that growth, and it's really awesome to see which videos are doing better, and I can learn from those videos that I've made and see the content that you guys like to see and grow from there. So it's all really useful information as a YouTuber, especially when I want to make the best content for you guys. And in case you were wondering, at the time of my approval personally, I had 1,400 subscribers and a little over 4,000 watch hours already before I had the option to start my application for monetization. So you're gonna have to go in there manually and say that you want to start monetizing, which is why I highly recommend just keeping track of your progress and checking in and see where you're at, because it's not going to automatically put you into a monetization mode. So that's why I'm a little over, and it does seem that the system's a little delayed as well, about 24 hours. So even though I saw that I had reached all the requirements, it wasn't recognizing it just yet. So it wasn't until the next day that I was able to start my application. So just keep those in mind. They're both not a huge deal, but just make sure that you are going in there manually, and just to make sure that you're on the right track towards that monetization. And the fourth thing I want to share with you guys is some behind the scenes work and what you can do to help speed up that process. So how to quickly reach subscribers, how to quickly get those 4,000 watch hours. I did mention some of them a little earlier, but I want to go a little more in depth. And also, don't forget to just thank your subscribers while you're climbing up and reaching those requirements. So I want to again thank you guys so much, and if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe. You're supporting the channel, supporting me, and in turn I want to support you guys and give you all the useful information you need to start a business like myself. The first thing you can do is to start researching the types of ads you can place on YouTube. So there are quite a few that you can choose from. You can do all of them, and I'll list what they are right here. So some that you can set are before, after, and during your video. So ads will pop up in those different sections, and there are also overlay ads. I mentioned this earlier, but the longer videos you have, the more opportunity you are given to put ads in your videos. So you can do before and after ads, but you're given more opportunities to increase those ads if your video is longer than 10 minutes. So for some of my shorter videos, you're not gonna see those ads during the video, but for my longer ones, there will be some. And remember, you need 4,000 watch hours. Not minutes, hours, and that's 240,000 minutes. So the longer videos you have, the more people are watching, the longer they're watching, and the quicker you're hopefully reaching that 4,000 mark. YouTube has become a TV style platform, so they want people to stay on their site. So when they see that there are longer videos, they're actually promoting those longer videos on their site, keeping people around watching and watching, basically like having your own TV on your screen. So YouTube wants to promote longer videos on the homepage. So you're gonna see a ton of longer videos, and that's on purpose on the YouTube side. They wanna keep you guys around. So there's more money for you when you're placing those ads on your videos, and if there's more money for you, there's more money for YouTube. And the more money that YouTube is making, the better it is in their eyes. So they're going to promote videos that make them more money. And it can take a long time to get monetized. So look back at this video, review the steps that I've shared, go onto your YouTube studio and look at the specific guidelines and requirements from YouTube and stay on top of it. Remember that you manually have to go in and start your application for monetization, so don't miss out on that step. As soon as you've reached those numbers, 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours, get in on there and start your process. It'll take about 3 days. I hope this was eye-opening for you guys. I'm happy to share more info as I learn about monetization. By subscribing below, you're supporting me and the channel, and in turn, I can support you guys with sharing more tips and tricks on how to start a business and launch a product on Amazon. So I'll be sharing it with you guys weekly. Give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to continue to support the channel, and if you want to see how it all started with my very first YouTube video, click the video here. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.